In today's video, we're going to do something a little different. I asked over on Instagram what you guys wanted to see this coming fall. The majority of you said harvest, and then a few of my fellow people wanted to see Halloween. So we're going to do something that I think will be helpful to all of us. In my area, Homegoods, Kirkland'S, Hobby Lobby, everyone has already started placing fall items out. So I thought what would be great is if we head out and we go see what's going to be on trend this year so we can start to get an idea of how we want to decorate this fall season. Now I know it seems a little bit early, but this gives us an opportunity to look at different items and see if there's anything that we can DIY, that we can do dupes for high-end things. So let's go head out and go shopping and see what we can find. Okay, first up, I stopped at Kirkland'S because it was the closest on my way. So let's head in and see what they got. Okay, here at Kirkland'S, I felt a total boho vibe from the moment I walked in. One of the things that I noticed, instead of more of a traditional orange pumpkin color on everything, I was noticing more of that rust color that they're using in boho type decor. A lot of their pillows were the ordinary ones, but these sweater ones were super cute and I like the different colors that they had. And then they had a lot of nice of these like frosted glass jars, which I will show a little bit more here in the future in this video, which I thought was kind of unique. Now this is something that kind of bugs me. You see these three pumpkins that are stacked here? I purchased these same pumpkins from Kirkland'S 3 years ago. It's time to get new stuff, Kirkland'S. And then you can see here, they're trying to pull in a little bit of that boho vibe in these candle holders, which I do think it looks nice and gives a little bit different of a unique look this year. But let's talk about wreaths. So they had a lot of choices. They had more traditional, then they had a little bit more contemporary ones, but the price, $49.99. Oh my goodness. So come back this fall season, we will be doing some nice wreath making here on A Charming Abode that you're not going to want to miss. But here, as you just saw, was some more of that frosted glass and then more signs. I really like that saying. It's so sweet. But as you can see here, here's that frosted glass again, and it is giving a little bit different vibe for this year. And this is the table setting that Kirkland'S set out. I felt like it was pretty ordinary and kind of just the color scheme they have going for this year. So I stopped in Michael's on my way over here to Homegoods, and they did not have anything out. I feel like the stuff they had out must have been like left over from what they had last year. It was not very great stuff, so I'm not even going to show you that. And then now we're going to run in here to Homegoods and see what we can find. The first thing I noticed about Homegoods is they had quite the selection. From traditional like fall harvest to Halloween, you could find it here. They had a plethora of pillows, whether you wanted just traditional oranges with pumpkins, or if you wanted something that was more Halloween, they had tons of options. Definitely something that you could find in whatever color scheme that you were looking for. Keep in mind, every Homegoods is different. But then they also had fun Disney items that I found that one day they were there and one day they were not. Keep in mind that at Homegoods, my Homegoods, I asked and they personally put out stuff every day. So if you're loving like Ray Dunn, they had tons of that. Any kind of tableware that you were looking for at mine, they had it. They had traditional, they had tablecloths, they had runners, all the things. And so it was really interesting to see. Now they have these exact same glasses, pretty much close to it, at Pottery Barn, and they are $24.99 a piece, and they were only $9.99 here. But look what I'm noticing here. I'm noticing a huge trend for gnomes again this year. Lots and lots of gnomes were everywhere in Homegoods, and they were either like the harvest, some of them were Halloween, and of course they had a lot of unique decor that was like, whoa, but I love this one, Be Kind, love that. Any kind of pumpkin you could think of, whether it was like fabric or velvet, frosted, all of those items were here. So definitely be on the lookout at your Homegoods, lots of great choices. Okay, with the anticipation of the new Hocus Pocus movie being released this fall, there was a lot of Hocus Pocus decor that I found just scattered throughout. As you can see here, they had glasses. They also had, let's see, I think it was plates. Yes, well, it was a platter. And so they had that. I was, in mine, they had a cookie jar. We have soap stuff. I mean, quite a bit of options if that is something that you really enjoy. Last up here, we're gonna run into Hobby Lobby. Okay, right here I was super impressed. I love that they had pillow covers, not just a bunch of pillows, because we don't want to keep storing all these different pillows. And so look at these awesome covers that you can get for fall there, and they had quite a bit of selection. So this is a great choice. I noticed that they were having a little bit more muted tones in some of their decor, and look what else was here, gnomes. And of course, everyone's having these jars, these wooden pumpkins, a lot of rustic decor options at Hobby Lobby. I really enjoyed their pumpkin selection. They were super cute. But the one thing I did notice about Hobby Lobby is a lot of the same decor as last year. They did have some new cute signs that I hadn't seen before, so I was happy about that. So you can mix and match in here where you can find some new stuff, but be prepared to see a lot of the things that you've seen for the last couple years. But I think you could always use them in a different way and help give your home a different look. Something that really stood out to me was this blue eucalyptus. It just drew my eye to it the moment I saw it hanging over there. And they also had a matching wreath to it. And as you can see, tons and tons of beads, Hello Pumpkin signs. But I really enjoy how Hobby Lobby was putting together these color schemes. So it made it easy to shop. So say you love blue, and it had this whole section for blue. And as you're going to see here in a moment, lots of different themes that we were able to pick up on, like the buffalo check and white. It was just really fun, like this old-fashioned section here with the trucks and the barn. So they were making it really fun to shop for you and to pull in your style and just be like, oh wow, this is a section that I love. I've got to get something from here. I think price-wise, from this comparison, Kirkland's had the most expensive items, but I think Hobby Lobby and Homegoods both had some great deals going on. It's a matter of just finding what you're looking for. I loved these pumpkins with the leather on them that said grateful and thankful. I thought those were super unique. They really stood out. Oh boy, more gnomes. And then of course Hobby Lobby is the place to be able to find any kind of fall foliage that you would need. Thought I'd show you a few things that I got at Homegoods for some different things that we're going to be doing this fall season that I couldn't pass up. And so, okay, a lot of you know that over the summer, Jason and I went on a little trip. Was a big trip over to Budapest and Prague, and one of the towns that we went to was called Kutna Hora, and if anybody's from there and I am pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. It was the coolest town, and it is known for this bone church, and in the basement of this church is over 30,000 skeletons in there that are from the plague in the 14th century. And they didn't know what to do with all of these bodies. I mean, it's really sad. But an artist came in and decided to make a really cool thing out of it and made art out of all these skulls, which is very interesting. So when I'm in there, this sounds really terrible. When I'm in there, I'm like, this looks like Halloween decorations to me. Well, we just so happened to be having a Halloween thing here at my house this year, and so I was like, I'm gonna kind of base it on Kutna Hora because it was so fascinating. So I started finding some different skeleton items that I could use and that kind of thing. And so I grabbed a few items from HomeGoods. On top of that, they have classic things there. Of course, this is from A Nightmare Before Christmas, but it has, I like his head because it kind of goes with the theme of my little Halloween get together that we're going to be having. And then sometimes their prices on stuff are just too good to pass up. So this I'm going to use as a cookie jar. And of course it has a little skull head on it. But this was only $5.99. I cannot even get this jar for $5.99, let alone already having the wording on it. And I'm going to be using this in my kitchen. I'm going to put like the Halloween Oreos in there that are like the black with the orange inside and stack them. I think that'll look really cute in the kitchen. They had adorable different tea towels and things like that for in the kitchen that I couldn't pass up. And then I showed this over on Instagram and someone made a point. Okay, so when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, this reminds me of the thing from Grandin Road that is $199, by the way. And this is $19.99. And the only thing different on Grandin Road, it was more like a little witch hat. And then it had a little witch broom that went across here, which you could very easily just put a little witch broom across here. I mean, my goodness, $199. So there's things like this that you can't pass up if you're looking for those designer items that cost less. Like you guys, like I mentioned in the video earlier about the little skull hand things. These keep moving. Those little skull hand cups, like at Pottery Barn, are like $24.99 for one, and they're only $19.99 at HomeGoods, so keep that in mind. And then of course there's tons of Ray Dunn stuff, and I really loved this one that said Happy Halloween. And then this pillow, which was very pretty. If you actually look at it up close, it's very pretty with the black and the white and the silver. And so it definitely has like my theme that I'm going for Halloween. But keep in mind that I will be doing both Harvest and Halloween here on this channel to try and satisfy everyone, because I know everyone doesn't love Harvest and everyone doesn't love Halloween stuff. So find some grace in that and realize I will be doing both. So I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. I can't wait to share everything coming up this fall season. It has been so hot here in Kansas. It's been 100 degrees or more, and we are ready for it to start cooling off. And so it starts to get me excited just thinking about everything. And I hope that you guys share in that excitement also. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.